coming down to see us today. How did you find RST, which is reverse speech? How was it?
Well, the first time I heard about it.
Yes.
Well, do you want me to look at camera or not?
No, it's all right.
Okay. So the first time I heard about it, actually I didn't know why I was coming. I received an invitation from somebody.
That's right.
And it sort of landed here. It's one of those things that I knew I should come. And I was very excited.
Right.
And when I heard about it, everything that I had been working on for the last 8 years made sense. It was like the end of a journey.
Right.
So, you know, I'm the author of a book called How to Become a Money Magnet.
That's right, yes.
I work with people who want to shift their mindsets around money.
Yes.
And of course, it's not just about money, as we know. It's about a much bigger picture. And the work was good, but there were limits to how far it could go. And when I heard about reverse speech technology, it was like, oh, my prayer's answered. It was like, oh my gosh. What I like to refer to it as it's a no-brainer.
Wow. Wow.
You know, there's some things in life that are just no-brainers. You
Right.
know, why wouldn't you want to do it?
Indeed.
So I totally got it. It was like everything I worked on, I understood the power of the law of attraction, I understand the power of the mind, and one of the biggest challenges for mankind is how we access our unconscious mind to make a difference, not just to our lives, but to the whole planet.
Absolutely right, yeah.
So here was the technology that opened that up and made it so simple. And you know, the best things are really simple.
Fantastic. Absolutely right. Simplicity is the best policy, to be frank, you know. And what kind of impact RST has in your life right now? What's been happening in your life since you joined?
Absolutely incredible. I think from the first session, there is a sense of everything's okay now.
Beautiful.
You know, there's no need to work hard because we're going to clear all the obstacles. So even before you've done anything, knowing that you're going to have a conversation with David, knowing that you've said yes, creates peace in your heart.
Beautiful.
Because you just know that you've taken whatever action you need to take to have your life work.
Beautiful.
So there was an inner peace. David's the most beautiful guy. And from the first session, things started shifting.
Wow.
Now, I have to say, it's a bit spooky hearing your reversals.
I know.
And I remember you sharing some of your reversals and being really
Yes.
emotional about it.
Indeed. You get emotional, you get upset, also you're excited because it's time to change, you know, and you know exactly what's been happening in your unconscious mind, see? And when you know what's your problem and you know it can be fixed, it's just the best place to be.
Yeah. And I think a lot of people, the people who are hearing about this now, are people who have already done the work to clear a lot of their beliefs, their blocks.
Yes.
So they're ready to hear it. And a lot of money, I had at least half a dozen unconscious consents, that's what David calls them, which are basically my unconscious saying, you know, bring it on. So it was easy to like a piece of cake, you know, and flip it quickly. And that's really exciting.
Fantastic. And could you kindly give us a couple of results that specifically doing this session with David, you know, something could be small and something could be big. What impact what kind of result you've seen right now, you know, financially, health-wise, wealth or business, you know?
Okay. The biggest result.
Yes, yeah.
The biggest result is a peace of mind that I never thought would be possible.
Wow. It's powerful.
Well, actually, that's worth more than anything. Because most people chase money in order to have a peace of mind.
It's the other way around.
So that's the biggest result, a sense of trust, real deep trust in the universe and in people and the connections between us all. So that's the best result.
Beautiful.
I'm an author, as I mentioned, and when my first book was published, I expected it to sell millions. It's a book that makes a difference, and that was its intention. And I was really disappointed it didn't sell millions. I didn't understand why it didn't sell millions. And I'm clear now it was my blocks that stopped it.
Yes.
And I had a fear of being attacked.
Wow.
And now imagine being an author and a speaker and having a fear of being attacked, right? That's pretty scary, you know. It must be crazy to choose to be an alternate speaker. So I was putting it out there, but at the same time, my deep unconscious was saying, "Whoa, don't go too big because that would be too scary for me."
Yes.
And then David cleared that. There was an F word in my reversal, so I won't mention it. Yes. Oh, it was lovely. I had a client who had reversals, and she's a beautiful Asian lady, and she said, "Oh, Mary Claire, there were words in that unconscious I never say consciously." She couldn't even say it. So what was interesting was very quickly, before the end of the first 7 stages, I had an email from Japan, basically not just wanting my book, but wanting the rights to my book and my CDs and my DVDs. And then they wanted me to come over and launch them, and they want me to run workshops in Japan.
That was probably one of your dreams, right? You know, to go to different countries and sell millions of copies and spread what you do, basically, you know? Wow. Yeah. And this all happened because you feel like after having a session with David, yeah?
Well, it came completely out of the blue, completely. And, you know, look at the size of the Japanese market. And I checked it with my Hay House publishing house.
Right.
And, yeah, they're legit. You know, they know them, they've sent them the books, everything's going accordingly. And my dream is a worldwide speaking tour. I think it's the first step.
And how long you have been involved with RSP? When did you start your session and is it...
I haven't even finished the first
Wow, you haven't finished this session yet and you've seen some amazing results in your life right now,
yes.
You know?
And in my work as well.
Wow.
The clients, I seem to be clearing people a lot quicker of their stuff. So what I do believe is that when we clear ourselves, we create a clearing for others.
Yes.
So one of the most magical stories recently was a lady who came to my money magnet workshop.
Right.
And she didn't appear to have big money problems, but she had a deep sense of struggle. And it turned out she was Jewish, and her struggle went back all down to her ancestors. You know, it was inherent in her genes. And in the workshop, she cleared it. And it was pretty amazing in the workshop, but you're never 100% sure. This is the lovely thing about the proof seems to be coming out. And 2 days later, she called me to say that a healer that she worked with had confirmed that she had removed every single trace of struggle, not just from herself, but from all her ancestors. Now that's huge.
Fantastic.
You know, that's and she what was lovely was she said, "Okay, I don't know how to be without struggle."
Wow.
And that's really interesting because I see a lot of people who almost resisting this technology because there's almost an addiction, a habit to the struggle involved in daily life.
Yeah, I think this is the reality. That's how life is supposed to be, you know?
Yes. And she said, how do I live without struggle? And I said, well, how about having some fun?
Absolutely right, yeah.
And she was like, wow, yeah, I could have some fun. I could do something just for the fun of it, not for any other reason. It was just amazing.
What you're saying is reverse speech has not only helped you because you managed to clear some of your own blockage. For that reason, you've got some amazing opportunity coming into your life, but also you're working with the clientele and helping them to change because what happened to you. That's how powerful it can be, reverse speech, right?
Yeah.
Wow.
And it's all effortless.
Wow, this is just, I'm like, you know, it's goosebumps I've got to be honest with you. And it's obviously it's great to see the impact reverse speech can have in our life, basically, you know. So do you recommend reverse speech for, like, you know, for what kind of purpose, you know, health, wealth, everything else? You know, people can use this technology for anything?
Yes, but I think it's very holistic.
Yeah.
I think if you do reverse speech technology, it's going to shift the area of life that you want shifted. But my gut feeling is it will shift a lot more.
Yes.
And, you know, I've only shared a few things. There are so many subtleties that I feel I'm living in a world now where everything's happening perfectly. And I can trust, you know, I have a train to catch later. I know that I'll catch a train. I don't know how and how the things will fit together.
Yes.
That's quite amazing, isn't it? So I think whether somebody wants increased wealth, whether they want health, whether they want their relationships, whatever they want, I think it's available. If they've if they've conceived it in their conscious mind, then it's possible.
Absolutely. Well, it's for us, it's just a privilege because, you train people, you're a speaker, you're author, and you coming in and seeing how powerful reverse pitch, and then you've taken on this program and seeing the impact in your life. It just shows, it's just incredible tools that we have available for everybody, basically.
Well, to me, one of the best things, Raj, is getting calls from the people I've recommended to.
Wow.
Because whether they're my clients or my close friends, I have a very close business friend of mine who's chairman of a big company, and it just blew his mind, and it's shifted his energy, and now he's attracted a £50 million contract.
Oh my God, it's beautiful.
With potential 300 extra employees.
That's amazing.
So that means him doing RST is potentially going to impact 950 families.
Wow. That's
making a difference.
That's a gift. Beautiful, beautiful. Well, thank you very much, Mary Claire, for sharing your wonderful story. And keep up the good work. And
thank you. You too.
Thank you.